everyone, welcome to our presentation. Today we're gonna talk about this week's civilization. And today we're gonna talk about the ancient Greeks. My partner Minh gonna tell you about the part one, and this is our content. First, we're gonna talk about the era and the geography, which means where it's located. The second one is the existing time of the ancient Greeks. And the third one, we're going to talk about its achievements and its figures. And number four is its declines and its disappearance from to move to another cultural. And the fifth one is the legacies and remains that is still existing till the nowadays. And the last one gonna tell you about the source that we taking from. And my friend's gonna tell you about the first part.
We're going to talk about the era and geography. Here, as you can see, is a map of whole Europe and Greece. Ancient Greece is located at the central bottom of the Europe map. Here, ancient Greece is set in Greek Dark Age of 12th and 9th century BC, which its period is called as a period of chaos and suffering. This is a time when smaller nations united together to form ancient Greece. Achaia is at the top, and Argos is located at the west. Lacoma is southwest. Marcia and is located in southeast, and Arcadia, which is the central point, is central.
Next is existing times. So the ancient Greeks exists from exists from the 12th to the 9th BC, like my friend says, and it lasts to the 600 AD, which is called the classical antiquity. And between that, we had special time date is the Alexander the Great Empire, when he made the most ancient changing in the ancient Greek culture. It's located. It's placed in the 336 BC to 323 BC. And the third one is achievement and figures, and Minh gonna tell you about this.
Okay, about its main achievement and figures. Ancient Greece is known to bring into the foundation of philosophy and literature, which is mainly known by Hippocrates, Aristotle, and Plato. About music, art, and theater, religion, which later on made a huge influence on future Europe and Americans also, like mostly by Strabo, Sophocles, and Aristophanes. Lastly, about the scientific achievement, which is about math, science, and architecture, mainly about Pythagoras, Euclid, and Archimedes. And here's some of the pictures of the main figures. For about decline and disappearance, and Phuong can talk about it.
About its declines and disappearance, in the 8th centuries of BC, the Greek urbans is starting to emerge, and that caused the beginning of the Authentic period and the colonization of the Mediterranean basins. The late Bronze Age declines is changing a lot of Asians remains now in the history, and the classical period following, and next to it is the 4th to the 5th centuries, which has which the Alexander the Great he making the Greco-Maris War, which is spread to the central of Asia, and this is the main reason why the Asian Greece came to the end. The 5th is the legacy and the remains. Minh, can talk about this?
Now we are going to talk about the legacy of ancient Greece and what is left. Ancient Greece is known for its great architecture, which is later on the foundation of many Europe's architects. Mainly the Temple of Hera and the theater of Delphi. And about later on, the Greek ancient Greece also made a huge influence on mathematical, which later made a huge assistance to scientific research, and art has written up our lives, and literature also. Myth, ancient Greek myth has been very well known for many centuries. It has made influence on many other continents' mythology, like the Roman, the Egypt. Lastly, is about theater. We can see many plays and stage, and is heavily influenced by Greek culture. I think this is our source of information where we're taking it as references. Yeah, thank you for listening. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask for you.
So in the legacy and remain part, you guys have mentioned about the myth of the ancient Greece. So can you tell me some special myths of the culture?
Yeah. As you can see, Greek mythology has 5 main great gods: Zeus, Hera, Hestia, Poseidon, and Hades. Their tale is to overthrow the father who rules over the Giai of the earth, and then divide the ancient Greece into many countries, which later on create humans and to let them reach their life by themselves.
Do you have any questions?
About the remains of this civilization, you have mentioned about art. So, is there any famous piece of artwork that you can give us?
You can look for more information about the statue of Athena, which is placed in Greece main museum. Also, you can see Greek architect by looking at the pattern of the pillars by Europe architect.
I would like to ask if any of you have any questions.
Can you name some theater play inspired by ancient Greece?
Can you repeat the question?
Can you name some like play inspired by ancient Greece?
You can see on the Roma, greatest gladiator fight arena and Rome's great museum, which is inspired at the pillar patterns of Greek Asian architect.
Zoom, do you have any questions?
Are there any major figures in ancient Greece? Are there any major figures in ancient Greece?
As we had told you guys before, our main ancient Greek figures is Strabo, Pythagoras, Euclid, Archimedes, and many more famous figures you can look up on the internet and also learn in history lesson.
As you mentioned, which ones do you know any specific place that was famous at that time?
Specific place that is famous and well known in the ancient Greek era was the temple of Hera, where people made offering and sacrifice offer to Hera to bless their life and their love.